Hi everybody, this is Allie Wilson and Kaitlyn Doyle. We're here to show you Nearpod and how teachers can use it for formative assessments with their students. So here we are on the Nearpod homepage. You're going to click down here for teachers and you can sign up for a free account. I've already done this, so I'm just going to go ahead and log in. And we're at the main page where you have all of your options. So the first thing we're going to do is just show you how Nearpod works.
In this mode, you'll be able to see what activities and screens will look like on your end versus what your students will be seeing in their interface. When you're back on the main page, you can visit the Reports tab, which will give you some insight into student engagement and activity. Here you can see a sample from our outer space lesson. It'll show you the students that participated, their level of engagement, correct answers, and it'll give you general population data for how well students did on specific questions, so you can really gauge how well the class is doing as a whole and individual student responses. This is great for formative assessments to see how your class as a whole and individual students are really grasping a lesson.
So we're going to explore the Nearpod library and show you how many lesson plans are already created here for you. The main page has some featured lessons, but you can also search for the lessons, activities, or videos that you're looking for your specific class. So I'm just going to do an example. You can search for lessons. You can choose your standards. So we'll go down to New Jersey. Subject, we'll just click ELA and we'll click kindergarten. Then it's going to bring up a ton of lessons that you'd be able to use. I'm just going to go ahead and click on the first one and show you. Once you click on the lesson, you can preview it. You can see everything that's here. And then if you decide you like it and you want to use it, you're just going to click this blue button here and click Add to My Library. Now you can either click Show in My Library, or you can just get back to the main page and you have your lessons here. If you don't see a lesson that you like, you can also create your own lesson. So you could do that by clicking this button here, Create a Lesson. If you want, you can create a lesson in a different program like Adobe Photoshop or maybe PowerPoint, and you can upload a completed lesson here, or you can create them directly in Nearpod as well. So I'm going to click Add Slide. And there's a folder full of content and a folder full of activities that you can choose from. So there's videos, slides, web content, Nearpod 3D, simulations, virtual field trips, BBC videos, Sway, slideshows, audio, and PDF viewers. We're going to go ahead and talk to you about Nearpod 3D, which is really cool. So these are some of the staff picks that they've chosen, some popular ones. My kid loves T-Rexes, so we're going to go ahead and click on this T-Rex and show you what this is all about. We'll click Done. And once you get back in to your slide, you can actually, I'm clicking on the T-Rex right now, and you can turn the whole image around, which is really neat, especially for young kids. They'll want to see every little detail of this little guy. You can click Done. Now, I'm going to go back to add a slide, and we're also going to show you how you could do virtual field trips. So you can search destinations. It also gives you a few different options on the main menu. So we can search like, I don't know, Antarctica. And I'm just going to click the first one here. We could preview it to make sure we like it. And then they have a virtual tour. If you click Enter VR, right now I'm just moving my mouse around to get the simulation, which is really neat. Especially now when we can't go places, go on cool field trips, now we can go anywhere over the world. And then I can click Done, and I added another slide.
Now we will discuss some of the activities that are offered through Nearpod. So Nearpod has a lot of really engaging activities. These include time decline, open-ended questions, matching pairs, quizzes. You can connect a Flipgrid, draw it, collaborate board. You can include polls, fill in the blank activities, and a memory test. The collaborate board is a great tool for students to be able to let you know where they're at. They can include images and notes, and it's a great way for students to be able to communicate with each other and with you virtually. There's also another great activity. Time to Climb is a great game to keep your kids engaged. Here there's a lot of pre-made options for you based on subject. You have ELA, math, based on grade level. The neat thing about Time to Climb is all of these things are customizable. So when you click in, you can use questions that they've developed for you and maybe change some of the questions or answers, or you can completely build one from scratch. Then once you save your game, give it to your students, they're able to answer their questions and track their progress in a fun way. On the main page, if you're having any trouble using Nearpod, you can access the Teacher Resources tab. The Teacher Resources tab has a lot of great tools to help you. They have live webinars, getting started videos, teacher and admin resources, training resources, a blog, and an FAQ for any questions you may have. And that's our Nearpod demo.